Hello, this is Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer.
Welcome home. Soar into tower. We are ready for takeoff.
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hey, it's Amy from DVC Clubhouse.
Hey Clubbers, it's Scott from DVC Clubhouse.
Hey, it's Kathleen from DVC Clubhouse.
Welcome aboard. It's Phil from DVC Clubhouse.
Hey, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Debrief Podcast brought to you by DVC Clubhouse. This is Amy, joined as always by, you
forgot
by
our names?
my co-hosts. No, I thought that I should have said with instead of by, but I was right when I said by. I double guessed myself, and
Every time we back-to-back record, every time.
And it's also, again, it's also really hot here, so my brain is just melting down. So anyway, I'm here with Scott, Kathleen, and Phil. Hey, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hey y'all.
Welcome aboard, guys. She was carrying this for a long time, but man, she started failing. It was epic.
I know. Well, it was every week that I just could not. And it was like I couldn't do it at all. Like now I'm like fumbling a little bit. But there was a period of time where every week it was kind of like,
Who am I? Where am I? What are we doing?
Or something. Yeah. Just staring blankly into the screen. But, I think that I've pretty much got it down. So
Amy's gonna faint. It's 102 degrees in her house right now.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Right. So anyway, today on today's episode, we're going to talk about if we had a day to spend at Disney, how each of us would spend it. So we are waking up at a resort. What are we doing? Where are we going? What are we eating? Are we rope dropping? Are we staying till park close? What is everyone doing? So let's start with, where are we waking up on this day? This hypothetical day in Disney, where do you want to wake up?
I'll lead off. It's going to be a Crescent Lake resort. I think to me, as an adult, let's just assume I'm not going with the kids. I'm either by myself or I'm with M. It is going to be a very Epcot-centric day. I may go elsewhere, but I think I'm probably for certain going to end the day at Epcot just because that's just where I want to hang out as a grown-up. So I want to be somewhere that I can get to and from Epcot easily, and I can always go back to my resort midday. So I'm going to wake up, let's call it Boardwalk, just because.
Is this today? Like this month? Because that just
wherever you are in your dreams, Kathleen.
Yes, this is completely hypothetical.
You can make
your fantasy
29 if you want. It's your fantasy.
Yeah.
Run with it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it could be in the future. Okay.
Oh, I know where this is going now.
I don't want to go next. You go.
Me?
Yes.
I'm waking up at the Grand Floridian. I mean, like, that's really so hard for people to figure out. Just that's like the best place for me to be. I love hearing the horns, the boat horns as they go by in the morning, back and forth to Magic Kingdom, and it's a no-brainer. Waking up, maybe having some breakfast over at Gasparilla's.
I was going to say that, but, you guys said future.
And she doesn't want to stay with you, so Grand Floridian's out.
Yeah. Anywhere but Grand Floridian now.
I was torn between, and this is not shocking to anybody, I was torn between Beach Club and one of, either Copper Creek or Boulder Ridge, probably Boulder Ridge. And I'm going to go with Boulder Ridge just because my favorite place in the whole wide world is at Disney is Bay Lake in the morning. Sunrise comes up, cup of coffee, sitting over by Geyser Point. Just
Watching
starting
those
the day
boats
over there.
come through the fog out of dry dock. It's beautiful.
It's the best. So I'm going with Boulder Ridge.
Well,
Kathleen?
You're up, yeah. Where are you going to be?
I'm probably going to be at the Grand Floridian with Scott.
She said that with such distress. Like, it was just disgust almost. I'm just going to be there with him.
No, that's excitement, Phil.
I'm so indecisive. No.
I thought you were going to say Lakeshore Lodge.
I thought about it. I did, but I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I mean, I better. I hope. I hope they don't disappoint me. But my first thought was Grand Floridian, so just stay with my first thought.
Not your husband, but your first thought.
She said she was going to be at Grand Floridian with you. She has not yet determined if she's going to be in the same room. Just the same resort so far. Let's take this easy.
Yeah, I'm over in the villas, and she's in one of the resort studios. That's all right.
All right, what are you doing with your day, Kathleen, since you got to go last?
Oh, wow. Well, since I'm at Grand Floridian, I'd definitely be going to the spa. Got to take advantage of the spa over there. So I'd probably be getting my nails done, my toes done, maybe a massage, and probably go to the pool for a few hours before dinner. I don't think I would be in any parks.
Wow.
I am so different.
Me too.
I enjoy the resorts, but if I'm there, man, I'm going to the parks.
I'm rope dropping Magic Kingdom if I'm staying at Grand Floridian.
I'll remember that the next time we're there.
Okay. I'm going to rope drop Tron or Tiana's. I'm going to get what I can. I want to ride Pirates and Haunted Mansion and then just kind of stroll around and enjoy Magic Kingdom in the morning hours because I don't think it's as busy. And then I think it would just be cool, once you've done everything that you want to do, that temperature starts to creep up a little bit. Those rad times start to creep up a little bit because you get early entry too, since you're staying at Deluxe.
You're speaking my language.
You could probably knock out about 2 or 3 of the major rides before a lot of the people even show up. But once those crowds start getting a little high, that temperature starts getting a little bit high, that's when I'm going back to the resort. And I will go to the pool. I'll relax at the pool, get me a drink at the pool bar, chill out, work on my beach body and my tan, and I will chill out until the temperature starts to go down a little bit right before dinner, and then...
Well, that's when I think I would want to go to the parks is once the temperature goes down, the sun goes down, you can go join the park at night.
Listen, I didn't get to finish. I'm going back to the parks. Don't worry. I'm going to head back to the parks after that sun goes down, and until the park closes, I'm going to be there.
Okay.
So, Scott, are you park hopping?
No, you know what? No, I'm not going to. It's too much hassle. I just want to do what I want to do, but I just want to enjoy a park, just dedicate a day to a park and, not the whole day. Like I said, I'm going to spend the majority of the midday hours, at the resort. But yeah, I just want to do a couple rides in the morning, couple rides at night. And I don't want to be hassled with just going to different parks.
Hassled.
Because then I got to change my outfit, change my ears, change my bag. Only joke.
Because it's the accessorizing that's holding you back.
Yeah, definitely. But no, I think I just would like to enjoy a day. I like being at the resort, but you could spend, the middle part of the day at the resort, chill out, hang out, do whatever they got to do there. But if I'm at Grand Floridian, I want to go enjoy Magic Kingdom. Watch Happily Ever After at night.
After I have my morning coffee and maybe a light breakfast overlooking Bay Lake, I'm going to hop on a bus and go to Animal Kingdom, where I am going to rope drop Nomad Lounge, and I'm going to probably have a little light bite there, maybe a little drink, just sit and relax, and after that, I might just walk around the park once. I probably will not ride anything because, I'm not a huge rides person anymore. I'm more of a just experiencing what's in the park type of person. I love Viva Gaia, so I might watch them, and then I'll probably head to Disney Springs to have lunch at Wine Bar George, and from there, I will probably go over to Epcot for a little bit, walk around World Showcase. I mean, if I'm picking a time of year when this is going to be happening, it's probably going to be in it'll probably be the Festival of the Arts because it'll be nice weather. I enjoy that festival. And then after walking around World Showcase, I'll probably at this point, it'll probably be time for me to head over to Rope Drop California Grill, where I will go and Have some more light bites at the
There are no
at the
surprises
bar.
in this day.
No, I mean, this is the most predictable thing ever. It's like basically you could have you could have gone back to other episodes and just copied and paste things that I have said from other episodes to put this day together, because this is the most predictable thing that I've probably ever, I mean, one of the most predictable things. But I'm definitely, yeah, I'm going to California Grill. I'm going to be there for sunset because I love sunset. I don't know, maybe I'll go over to Enchanted Rose after that. Definitely making it back to California Grill to watch, or maybe, or I don't know, maybe I'll watch the fireworks from Grand Floridian. But I'm going to end the night by taking a boat back to Boulder Ridge, where I might go to Territory Lounge for a little nightcap, and then head back to my villa at Boulder Ridge. You know, this is basically like the greatest hits for me. I'm hitting all of my favorite things in a day. So completely predictable.
It's incredible to me how different we are. Like all of us, like we can all hang together and have a really cool day. We've done that in the past, but we are also very different in how we would spend our day. I think the similarity is Scott and I would have amazingly similar plans. So if I'm staying at Boardwalk, I'm probably going to get up early and take the bus to Magic Kingdom for a rope drop, because I completely agree. You can get so much accomplished at Magic Kingdom in the morning. It's a really cool place to be. It's early, it's cool, the crowds are down, especially if you've got early entry from a deluxe resort. I'm going to hit a couple of the headliners, and then I'm going to hit the stuff that typically has a long wait, that either A, I can get to early with less of a wait, or B, I don't mind waiting because I don't have kids that are being kids in the line and just like complaining and arguing with each other and you touched me, no, you touched me first stuff. And as soon as the crowds start to come in and as soon as it starts to get too warm, I'm going to go over to the TTC. I'm going to take the Epcot monorail back to Epcot just because I enjoy that ride. I'm going to leisurely walk through Epcot, out International Gateway, maybe grab some lunch along the way. And I'm going to go spend at least a few hours hanging in the room and at the pool. Relax, cool down, maybe hit the gym at Boardwalk because they've got one of the better gyms on property. Go for a swim, read a book, and I'm going to wait till probably 5:30. Temperature starts to come down. Maybe the rain has passed. And then I'm going to walk into Epcot and I'm going to spend the rest of my night there wandering through the countries, enjoying the pavilions, seeing the shops I don't typically see. I'm going to have my camera with me. I'm going to take lots of cool photos, and I'm just going to enjoy Epcot for the rest of the night. And probably just before the fireworks start there, I'm going to go over to Boardwalk, and I'm just going to enjoy all the Boardwalk entertainment for the night. I'm going to enjoy the view of Crescent Lake. I'll probably get some dinner over there at somewhere decent and just enjoy the green. If I've got something that overlooks the Boardwalk, maybe hang in my room for a little bit. And those are going to be my two parks. And if I get really, really bored, the cool thing about being over there is I love Hollywood Studios at night. I don't love Hollywood Studios during the day, but I love Hollywood Studios at night. So maybe a Skyliner ride over Hollywood Studios and then back just to wander through that park. The beauty of that location is you can kind of go in any direction really easily. So I think that's how I would spend the day. Maybe even on the way over, stop at Riviera, grab a coffee, and then wander into Hollywood Studios, see the lights, see Hollywood, see sunset, maybe hit a ride over there and just take it easy. And then you can just take the Skyliner back and continue to enjoy the entertainment back at Boardwalk.
You guys all have different, like Phil said, we're all different, but they all sound so cool. Like they all sound so amazing.
They're all great.
Yeah.
They're all great.
But like just the way you guys described it though, is like I'm just sitting here like picturing every little thing that you guys would do, and it's just so relaxing, and so I don't know, it just makes me want to go to Disney.
Me too. Well, I mentioned to you guys that I have this dilemma that I'm going to Disneyland on this weekend. I have a one-day park hopper that I need to use. The issue is that I'm going to be there on the days that I can go to the parks are Sunday and Monday. Sunday, I can't go into the park until probably around like noonish after I bring my daughter to camp. Monday, I'm flying home and I'm leaving at around 6, and because of my flight is that night. And so the question becomes like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer rope dropping a park or do you prefer staying until close? Like if you had to pick one, what would you pick?
I think I would prefer to rope drop. I mean, I like the parks at night. I really do, but I like the feel of the parks in the morning. I feel like everybody's still kind of fresh and waking up and nobody's really in that bad mood yet. But there's less people. It's a little bit cooler. And it's just the excitement of getting your day started. And for me at night, I just like to do more of the adult centered things. Like I would go to a lounge or, it's not that I wouldn't go to a park, but I think I would be more geared towards like nightlife, like a lounge, having a late night dinner, going to go see Yeehaw Bob, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my dilemma because I kind of feel like, we're talking about this, what would we do for a day in Disney World? And I'm trying to figure out what my day in Disneyland is going to look like. And Scott, like I was initially kind of like leaning to what you're saying, where I feel like rope dropping on Monday morning might be better because I'll be able to probably get more rides done. And because I don't go to Disneyland as frequently, there are things that I want to do there. But then there is the part of me that is like, Disney parks at night are so magical. Like you have all of the nighttime shows and fireworks and, the Disneyland shows are great. And, even if I was at Disney World, if I didn't go to Disney World as frequently as I do, would I prefer to be there in the evening or in the morning? And I kind of feel like the answer for me right now, especially if we're talking about, honestly, you know what? I'm going to like reframe this in terms of the trip that I have coming up at the end of July about what I'm going to do. I'm really excited about like the new things that I'm going to, that are coming, like the villain show, which at Hollywood Studios, which has already opened, then the new nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom, which will be open when I go. And so I'm also going to be going to Geo 82. So like I'm kind of, as I'm designing this trip, this day at Disney, I'm actually going to be really like focusing my day on the new things to do. So like I'm thinking that I'm probably going to go to Hollywood Studios first to do the new villain show and spend a little bit of time at Hollywood Studios doing that, and then head over to Epcot to do Geo 82, which I think, are you guys going to join me? I made a reservation for 3, so
Yep.
you guys may be there with me. And then the nighttime parade that day, that Starlight is going, there's a 9 o'clock and there's an 11 o'clock with Happily Ever After at 10. So I'm definitely aiming to be at Magic Kingdom at night. So for that day in Disney, I'm definitely focusing it around like the new things to do. And all of those things are kind of things that would be happening later in the day. So that, if I'm talking about like a real scenario, I'm looking at a trip that's more focused around the evening than like rope drop.
So if you went to Disneyland on that Sunday, you wouldn't get there until around noon or 1, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then if you go on Monday, what time would you have to leave to go to the airport?
Like probably around 6. I'd have to leave the park at 6. So it would still be sunny. So it's kind of a toss up. So I don't know. I'll report back next week when we record our episode to let you know where I netted out, because
I think there's something magical about Disneyland at night. I really do. Their Rivers of America are different. Fantasyland and, any shows being projected up onto Small World is just completely different. The Fantasyland boat ride, the Storyland, I forget what it's called. Of course, I'm blanking out now, is just beautiful at night with everything lit up. I would, if given the opportunity, not miss the chance to do Disneyland at night. I just think there's just something so magical about that park. Seeing the half red, half white light on the corner that Walt insisted get installed. I don't know that I could be there, and in choosing between the two, give up a chance to see Disneyland at night.
well, I posed the question on the Facebook group, and the Disneyland locals all say go on Sunday and be there at night. It was like not even a question for them. They were like, absolutely Sunday, do not even think about it. So that is where I started to like really doubt my decision, because I'm checking out of my hotel on Monday, so I thought it would be a way to spend the day once I don't have a hotel room. But based on everybody's feedback, they have really swayed me to go on Sunday, and I'll just figure out what I'm gonna I'm sure I'll be able to figure out something to do. Maybe I'll like, maybe I will practice for our get together 2 weeks later when we have our DVC Clubhouse Disneyland meetup. Maybe I'll do some research about where the order of places that we should be going. So maybe that's what I'll do.
And you could
There you go.
monorail around. I mean, you could do Disneyland Hotel. You could do Downtown Disney. You could go into Napa Rose and have something to eat and drink, brunch or
I
lunchtime.
can't go to Napa Rose because it's closed for
It's
refurbishment,
closed.
which is such a
That's
bummer.
heartbreaking. But all
Yes,
right,
it is a
so that's off the
heartbreaker.
list. I still think there's a lot to do, even though the resort is smaller, even though it's not as expansive as Walt Disney World. There's plenty to opt for in 4-6 hours around that resort, just exploring the Disneyland Hotel, going over to Downtown Disney, hopping on the monorail. There's a ton in and around there that I think could take up your time during the day. I just think your time's better served there at night.
All right. I think that I've made the decision, and I think I'll go to the parks on Sunday, and then Monday I will do a kind of hopping around the 2 hotels and Downtown Disney, because I also do want to go. Although I don't know it probably doesn't open until 4, but there's that new Broken Spell Lounge at the Disneyland Hotel, which is supposed to be really awesome, themed after Sleeping Beauty. So I'm excited to see that. So you're right, Phil. There's enough to do that I'll be able to fill my day. And the other thing is I'll have a car. So if I decide
I want it noted 6:07 p.m. Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. Amy just uttered the words, "You're right, Phil." I just want it noted for posterity.
I'm pretty sure that I've said you're right before. I think that you're the one who had at one point said that we actually do agree on a lot of things.
You're wrecking the facade, Amy. We're supposed to be fighting. That's what everyone thinks we do.
Well, we do plenty of that too, and it's not a ruse. It's
like siblings. It's like siblings fighting is what it is.
It's like we're like what's the odd couple? Felix and what's the other one's name? Oscar. Felix and Oscar. So yeah. So anyway, so we all described our days at Disney World. We kind of have helped me figure out what my days at Disneyland are going to be. What else? Is there anything else that you guys feel like on a, as we've talked and we've listened to each other, is there something that you would change about your day as you
I just want to kiss
initially
up for the
described it?
moment. I'm just going to do a little bit of brown nosing here. I would spend my one day at Disney visiting my BFF Scott for his birthday.
And that has happened before. The man.
I don't think I would change anything. I like my day. I like waking up and just relaxing at the resort. So
I would change mine a little bit. On my checkout day, I would wait out in front of the resort for the Disney Cruise Line bus to pick me up.
Oh. Well, in that case.
I'm out.
Phil.
And none of us are going to the water park and taking advantage of the free day.
Hey, that was actually great. I mean, we really enjoyed the water park, but if I had one day at Disney, I'm not spending it at Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach. There's just too much else to do. But as a check-in day, I thought it was a phenomenal perk. The kids loved it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that that's something that I might do too on that day that I think it's like July 30th. Maybe not that I'm going to like set up camp for the whole day, but I feel like it's a perk that's being offered, and I've been there a couple of times and haven't taken advantage of it. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll go over and go down Humunga Cowabunga once, throw my back out, get tossed around in the wave pool.
I still need to go there to Blizzard Beach and check it out.
Well, I've never been to Blizzard Beach. So
oh, yeah, you're talking about Typhoon, but
yeah.
We need to go to Blizzard Beach.
Is there a water park at Disneyland? Do they have anything like that over there?
No.
Nothing.
Nope.
Well,
so I think that's about it.
Yeah, there were not a whole lot of surprises in that episode, but it was still fun to talk about.
We all four just need to get together one day, plan it, and then just put everybody's name in a hat, and then just pick a name, and whoever's name comes out, that's the day that we do.
Or it could be fun, kind of like what when we were doing Winner Picks Dinner, just kind of like winner picks the next thing we do.
That would be fun.
I'm way more on board with that because if Kathleen makes me go and get a pedicure at Grand Floridian, I'm going to hang myself.
The couple's massage at the spa.
I also think it would be fun if one day we were doing it kind of like a Facebook Live on the Facebook group and had the group vote on what we did next.
Oh, that would be nice.
There are some things that I would have to say, a disclaimer, there are things that I refuse to do. So, like, I will refuse to ride Star Tours.
I'm okay with that, actually. I would refuse to ride that. And what's the one at Epcot that almost killed me?
Mission Space?
Mission Space, yeah. I'll never do that again.
Yeah, there are definitely things that are on my will never do list. And even Expedition Everest, that's done. I can't go backwards. It ruins my entire day. So if we did that, then I would need to then go home and lay down for the rest of the day. So
That sounds like a fun time. We should just put it out there, like she said, like a Facebook Live, and then just do like a poll real quick of what would you vote for the next thing that we all do.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Everybody puts on their matching Tom Sawyer Island t-shirts and goes and rides the new Cars ride 2 years from now.
Go yourself. And that one is at 27 minutes, making a note now.
queuing up the fairy horns.
Yeah. All right, guys, that wrap it up?
It sure does.
Yep.
All right, guys, thank you as always for playing along. If you could head over to Apple Podcast, you know the deal. Amy?
Please join us on Facebook at DVC Clubhouse. You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And until next time, we'll DVC you real soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.
And so our journey comes to an end.
Oh, no, please, can't we go back to page 1 and do it all over again?
Started this thing together, and that's how we'll finish it.
Because that, my friends, is where the magic lives.